What's up guys, Black Scout Survival, and today we're going to be talking about my fishing gear here and what I use for my survival fishing kit. And you know, I've seen a lot of different people use it, a lot of different things. I kind of just want to put my input on it because I haven't seen some things that I use that other people don't use or whatnot. And the main reason is I'm an avid fisherman, and a lot of people may not know that, but I'm a very avid fisherman. I do all types of fishing. I've fished since I was a little kid. I've ocean fished, I fly fish in both, warm water like lakes, cold river for trout, and also fly fish in the ocean. I used to fish competitively in bass tournaments for a few years, and I fish, for all types of lake fish. So I fish in about every kind of environment you can imagine, and I enjoy it, and it's something I feel like that I know a good bit about, so I can share with you guys. But let's first talk about the yo-yo fishing rig. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, but this is basically just a snare for fishing. It stays, it doesn't require any calories. You go tie it out somewhere and it does the fishing for you. You need a few of these to be effective, just like snares, set a few of them out. But basically it has a yo-yo retractable reel. You see it locks in like that right there. And then you come down and almost set on me, but you got a monofilament line here, and you just put a weight there and then put your hook there, and always use small hooks for fish. You can catch all types of fish with small hooks, but big hooks can only catch big fish. But basically you crank it down when the fish bites, it kind of reels the fish up there. And that's just behind that. So then, kind of go on my fishing tin, talk about what's in there. And at the top of the tin, I have 2 sailcloth needles that I have taped to the top of the tin. I keep a few different jigs, rubber body jigs, a few different colors for different situations, and they're lead heads. They have, weight so they can get themselves down there. Have a few fishing flies. This is for cold water trout as well as panfish. They love these. I encourage you to keep a few flies in your kit. I keep bucktail jigs. Some are, the feathered, some are the marabou feathers, and they have a lot of action, and they work great. I keep an assortment of hooks and weights, even large hooks for gaffing, self-setting hooks like for catfish. I keep a spoon in here. I keep monofilament fishing line. I keep braided fishing line. I keep 2 types of floats in here. A plastic cork and then a standard cork. Then I keep 2 fly fishing corks in there for when I'm using the flies or small bait. Keep a treble hook for using for whatever reason. I have a grip tip. This goes on the end of a stick, and you can make it essentially into a brim buster type fishing pole. I keep another type of line, some type of braided line. And then I keep some salmon eggs in here in a plastic bag. These are the Berkeley kind of fish impregnated type. They work well. And I keep a razor blade, so in case I lose everything else, I can still clean a fish with. Well, that's everything in the tin. Especially use braided fishing line. It's good stuff to use as strip line and everything else. But then let's talk about the Cuban fishing reel. And this is basically a used in Cuba, and you fish with it by holding like this, taking out line, swinging it, kind of like the bottle fishing rig I have a video on before, but you'll take it out and swing it and toss it. And you can put as much line on there as you need. And the reason why I carry this over, I see a lot of people carrying the hobo fishing reels, because you can catch big fish with these. You can catch very large fish with these. And we'll kind of demo this just for a few minutes. All right guys, so let's kind of go over the Cuban yo-yo fishing reel. You'll notice there's a lip in here, and that's where you kind of bring your hand in and wrap your fingers around. You'll notice the edge is more beveled on this side. This helps the line travel off the spool more freely. And you'll do it just kind of like the bottle fishing rig we showed before, but this is an easy way to wrap that line up, like I say, handle bigger fish. But let's go ahead and kind of cast this out for you guys and show you. So you'll just kind of spin it like this, then you'll point that beveled edge towards the place you're aiming at. Just like that right there. And you can cast further than you can with like the hobo fishing reel and these other type setups that's out there. And basically just wrap it around and just feed that line back on to help you either retrieve, or if you fight a fish, if you get a fish on. Okay guys, so you see my survival fishing gear, and hopefully it helps you build your kit. Like I said, these Cuban yo-yo fishing reels is what I use. I carry them in my pack. You know, it's a small piece of gear that can handle big fish, you know, compared to a lot of other things out there on the market. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully this helps you build yours, and we'll cover some more fishing stuff in the future, and you'll probably see this again later on. But check out blackscoutsurvival.com for more systems and tutorials, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.